11, and I know we're in episode 12 right now, and I should have. For the past few weeks, I've been busy, bro. I haven't been watching. I just watched it right now, so like 2 weeks later, I don't even know why I'm doing a review. But let's just do this, man. So that we started this. Let's just do this. Anyway, the episode is called First Love. Momo's first love apparently shows up in this episode. Jiji, if I'm saying that name right, and he starts off being so cool, like reserved, and like, oh my god, this guy is gorgeous. And then he turns into a goofball. But still, that doesn't prevent Ukran from feeling intimidated, from feeling like, damn, I'm never gonna get Momo. If she feels the same way as he does, she's gone, bruv. And I love the way the show has handled love triangles, have handled romance. The start when romance sparks, it's Momo and Ukuran, and then they throw in Miss Aira in there. She's very interested in Ukuran, and she wants to destroy Momo in a way. But as the show progresses, it shows you that my man Ukuran is no interest in her. She's purely interested in Momo, and Momo is purely interested in him. But I don't know. There's a little fear between them, but they spend that time together. And there's jealousy elements if someone does something romantic or remotely romantic with another individual. So that makes it interesting. Even the whole subtle, it's your turn to say see you tomorrow today. That's a little cute. I actually hoped or thought that she would run towards him and hug him or something, but that didn't happen. And the interesting part is when they introduce this Jiji character, he comes into Momo's life, into the gang's life basically, because now he too can see ghost and spirit and yokai and all that. And he apparently went on a whole search looking for a cure to get rid of that shit. And apparently a bunch of shaman committed suicide, some died because of the horror that he basically went up against. And Momo's grandma is like employing Momo and her friends to go to this guy's home and exercise it in some sort of way, spoiling the shit out of the show. But overall, if we're talking romance, I'm not saying I'm dipping out of that storyline. I'm dipping out of it because I feel like I'll spoil it way too much. But this guy moves into Momo's home because both of his parents have been hospitalized, probably because of all his powers and shit, or his ability to see ghosts. And of course, initially Momo thinks he's stumbled upon Ukron's balls. That's not the case. Ukron's balls comes into the story when um, a science lab mannequin, basically, you know those mannequins that they use to show human body parts, the flesh, the skin, the hearts, the organs, and all that, somehow has one of Ukron's balls attached to it, and it comes to life in a way. And it just it's stuck in an emotion of love. It runs across town to a garbage disposal site looking for its long lost love in a way. And the mannequin's called Taro in a way. And it's and it revealing or unveiling or expressing its love to this mannequin that it's in love with apparently. The story or its storytelling this other mannequin that how much he loves her resonates well with Ukran, the way he feels towards Momo and the way he's struggling to express such feelings. It's very nice. And also the whole part where Jinjing is trying his level hardest to protect Momo from being attacked, only to realize, man, though, you are so behind. These people got abilities next level. I was actually hoping I'd see Miss Akira showing up and saving everybody in some sort of way. It would have been the cherry on top of the cake. But nonetheless, it was a very interesting episode. Like I said, I really enjoy how this show handles romance. It doesn't dive into this cliche type of love triangle vibe where one person is always obsessed with this one person and then they have fight and they run to that person and it's a boring triangle. They introduce another character, a fourth character. So basically, Momo is someone who's pursuing her, Ugran is someone who's pursuing her, but they're just more interested in each other, which makes the whole thing nice and loving. So I have to say, the creator of the show really know how to write the show well together, and they've written it in such a way that it works well. Like a lot of shows dive into this romance cliche love triangle where the characters are just hopping around one from one character to one character in a whole love romance type of vibe. But with this one, even if other characters are showing interest, the whole story always sort of moves towards the interest that makes the show, which is Momo and Ukran, and even the cherry on top of the cake in a way. When Jinjin sort of expresses his emotions or brags in class that he and Momo are an item, one of Momo's friends like, "Are you out of your mind? Momo's with Ukran." And unbeknownst to me, I'd assume Momo would be like, "That's not the case." She wasn't, because deep down she's really into Ukran, and Ukran is really into Momo. And it's just an amazing story. And it's gonna be sad when it comes to an end, but I have to say I've truly enjoyed it. The theme song, I've said this in many reviews of this show. This show is really good. For me, it's up there. It's probably in the top five of new shows, not returning shows, new shows that came out this year. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like and sub button. This has been my review of First Love Dandadan episode 11. Adios, folks. Adios.